Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today let us learn about the topic formalism. This topic has been prescribed for the 5th semester students of optional English of Karnataka University, Dharwad. Formalism by definition is a school of literary criticism and literary theory having mainly to do with the structural purposes of a particular text. So here we see that we do not consider anything of its biographical, historical or intellectual backgrounds. We primarily focus on the text, and it should be the text itself and not the author's life or social class. So formalism stresses here on the importance of the literary form of a text, that is the organization, structure, the verbal nuances and everything that add to the meaning. Formalism as a critical approach focuses on analyzing, interpreting or evaluating only the inherent features of a text. These include the grammar, syntax, meter or tropes and such. Formalism rose to prominence in the early 20th century, and this was a reaction against Romanticist theories of literature. Romanticist theory actually focused on the artist or his individual creative genius. So, formalism, instead of all that, focuses directly on the text itself. It puts the text into spotlight, and it focuses on the forms and then the other works that have influenced the writer into bringing about this particular text. Until the 1970s, formalism remained a dominant mode of academic literary study in both the United States and the United Kingdom. A few of the important contributors to this theory are I.A. Richards, John Crow Ransom, C.P. Snow, T.S. Eliot, and formalism also depended on the works of Roman Jakobson, Boris Eichenbaum, and Victor Shklovsky. Gradually, at the late 1970s, new approaches which emphasized the political importance of literary texts began to dominate the field, and formalism lost its importance. As mentioned earlier, formalism mainly focuses on the arrangement of language, and it has often been attacked by the literary critics of other schools of criticism on the grounds that it reduces the text to nothing more than a series of words, thereby limiting its meaning and power. Based on its origin, formalism is divided into two schools. One is the Russian formalism and the other one is the Anglo-American New Criticism. As the name mentions, Russian formalism originated in Russia, and its influence in English can be seen with the I.A. Richards practical criticism, where Richards asked students to interpret famous poems without telling them the poets' names. In this way, students would focus more on the text and less on the details of the poet's life or the poem's historical context. Thus, the credit of bringing Russian formalism into English always goes to I.A. Richards. Russian formalism was a dominant school of literary criticism in Russia from the 1910s to the 1930s. It exerted a major influence on thinkers like Mikhail Bakhtin, Yuri Lotman, and many others. And even on theories like structuralism and post-structuralism also, Russian formalism has its influence. Russian formalists advocated the exclusion of traditional psychological and cultural historical approaches. However, under Stalin, Russian formalism lost its importance. Further, Russian formalism can be divided into two movements, the Opojazz and the Moscow Linguistic Circle. The word Opojazz in Russian stands for Society for the Study of Poetic Language, and this movement originated in St. Petersburg. And the second one, as the name itself suggests, it originated in Moscow. The influential Russian and Soviet scholars include Viktor Shklovsky, Yuri Tynyanov, Vladimir Prop, Boris Eichenbaum, Roman Jakobson, Boris Tomaszewski, Grigory Gakovsky. With all these details of Russian formalism in mind, Now let us move on to American formalism, in other words, new criticism. It is called American formalism because, as the name suggests, this literary reading originated in America, and it originated in the first half of the 20th century. Same like Russian formalism, new criticism also insists closed and autonomous reading of a text, and the only difference is that it originated as a reaction against the traditional historical criticism. Same like the Russian formalism, new criticism also focuses on close reading of rhythm, meter, theme, imagery, metaphor, etc. A few of the notable theorists of new criticism include John Crow Ransom, I.A. Richards, William K. Wimsatt, Monroe Beardsley, William Emerson, T.S. Eliot, R.P. Blackmore, Cleanth Brooks, Robert Penn Warren, and Alan Tate. Russian formalism and new criticism are considered under one heading, formalism. This is because in both these kind of literary reading, we see that the text itself is more important and not at all the author's intention, historical or cultural context. Both these readings focus mainly on poetry. But the only difference between these two is that Russian formalism focuses only on the form or structure of a literary work, while new criticism focuses on both form and content. The foundational questions of both Russian formalism and new criticism are same. Both these literary readings ask how do their works devices, that is the rhythm, imagery, language, structure, sound, paradox, denotation, connotation, allusion, etc., all these, how they enhance the meaning of the text. And then whether the work contains any paradoxes, or if so, if the work has any paradoxes, how do they complicate, create, or enhance the meaning? And then what is the tone of the work? What formal elements reveal the tone? How does the tone contribute to the meaning of the text, etc.? Since both these readings ask the same question, they are considered under the same heading, formalism. And here are a few books for reference. And then here are a few multiple choice questions. Thank you.